Richmond forward Tom Lynch has found himself at the centre of AFL controversy once again. The 32-year-old key forward has been handed the longest suspension of the 2025 AFL season so far. 5 matches on the sidelines. The ban stems from an on-field incident that many are calling a throwback to a bygone era of football. The AFL Tribunal delivered the verdict after an 80-minute hearing on Tuesday night. Lynch's hit on Adelaide defender Jordon during their clash at the MCG last Saturday has drawn widespread criticism. The match review officer, Michael Christian, graded the strike as severe impact, intentional conduct, and high contact. That grading alone carried a hefty penalty. Lynch and his legal team, led by counsel Sam Tovey, fought to have the impact downgraded. They accepted the intentional and high contact aspects, but argued the impact was more medium or high, not severe. Lynch himself fronted the tribunal and explained the incident from his perspective. He said he felt Butts was holding onto him as they contested the mark. In frustration, he swung his arm around in an effort to break free. I contested the mark, felt like Butts was holding onto me, I swung my arm around to get him off me, Lynch said. With honesty and some regret, Lynch admitted, absolutely I got it wrong and it was the wrong thing to do. But the focal point of his defense was his physical limitation. Lynch has been unable to fully bend the middle finger of his right hand since surgery in 2020. His middle knuckle is fused, making it impossible to completely form a clenched fist. I can't bend my middle finger so I can't fully form a clenched fist, Lynch told the tribunal. He described the action more as a swipe, not a punch. It was more a swipe to get him off me, he explained. Lynch also pointed out that he immediately apologized to Butts after the final siren. I walked over, shook his hand, and apologized and wished him all the best for the season, Lynch said. He added, I told him that he certainly beat me today and he seemed fine. But the AFL's legal representative, Nick Payne KC, wasn't swayed by Lynch's explanation. Payne argued that the intent behind the strike and the force delivered were more important than whether the hand was clenched. He described Lynch's action as the type of action from a bygone era. There is no place for it in our game, Payne declared. Payne emphasized that the force of the blow was significant, regardless of hand shape. In any event, when it's delivered with significant force, it has the potential to cause injury, Payne said. He noted that Butts was lucky not to have suffered a serious injury. It's more good luck than good management that flusher contact wasn't made and that injury wasn't sustained, Payne stated. Payne called for a 5-game suspension, describing it as the appropriate penalty. Tovey, representing Lynch, countered by suggesting the impact should be classified as medium, which would reduce the ban to 2 matches. The worst that could have happened, largely did happen, Tovey said. But the tribunal panel, chaired by Jeff Gleeson KC and including David Neitz and Jordon Bannister, wasn't convinced. After deliberating for approximately 50 minutes, they reached their decision. This was what we regard as a serious intentional action with the potential to cause serious injury, Gleeson said. He added, when we consider the totality of the matters, including the fact that Lynch clearly formed an intent to strike Butts, we find that a significant sanction is warranted. And with that, the 5-game suspension was confirmed. Separately, Lynch also accepted financial penalties for 2 other incidents from the same match. A $1,000 fine for striking Butts in a separate incident during the second quarter, and a $1,875 fine for engaging in a melee during the first quarter. That melee also involved Butts, making it clear that tensions between the 2 players were running high all afternoon. Butts himself wasn't completely off the hook either. He was charged with engaging in the same melee and chose to contest the fine. His appeal was submitted via written submission, with a verdict expected by Wednesday. For Lynch, this is not unfamiliar territory. Over the years, he's developed a reputation for walking a fine line on the field. His aggressive style, while praised by some, has often landed him in hot water with the AFL's disciplinary bodies. This latest suspension will further fuel debates around Lynch's playing style and discipline. Richmond now faces the prospect of being without their key forward for a critical stretch of the season. 5 matches is a significant chunk, especially with finals aspirations on the line. The club's forward structure will require a major reshuffle. It also places extra pressure on Richmond's young forwards to step up in Lynch's absence. Fans and media alike are already speculating how this ban could impact Richmond's season trajectory. For Lynch, the focus now turns to rehabilitation and preparation for his eventual return. But questions remain: will this latest sanction force a change in his on-field behavior? Or is this just another chapter in Lynch's long history with the tribunal? Time will tell. For now, the AFL has made its stance clear: actions from a bygone era will no longer be tolerated.